What's up, guys? Hayden Russell with Ourlads Scouting Services. Today, I'm going to be taking a deeper dive into the draft, looking at some more under-the-radar prospects. I'm going to be breaking down players from historically black colleges and universities, also known as HBCUs. I've been watching film on HBCUs for the past 3 years, and there's certainly some under-the-radar prospects that typically do not get talked about. Ourlads gave draftable grades to 5 HBCU prospects in this year's draft, and I'm going to be talking about each of them. So with that, we'll be talking about the top 5 HBCU prospects in the 2024 NFL Draft. Starting off, this player didn't make it into our top 5, and we didn't give him a draftable grade, but I would be remiss if I didn't talk about him and his impact on the HBCU landscape. I'm talking about Davius Richard, quarterback from NC Central. The two-time Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Player of the Year enters the draft as the top quarterback prospect coming out of HBCUs this year, and his storied career won't go unnoticed. He's tough with impressive poise in the pocket and unafraid to take a hit, and possesses the arm talent to continue developing as a passer. His ability to extend plays with his legs is also admirable, and he utilizes his superior athleticism to pick up significant ground as a runner. If you want to take a look at his film, the 2022 Celebration Bowl was absolutely electric and one of the best football games of the season. While we did not give Richard a draftable grade, he will get picked up by an NFL team, and his tools will be enticing for a team in need of a developmental quarterback. Digging into the top 5, our number 5 prospect in this year's draft is Tairiq Stewart, an offensive tackle from North Carolina A&T. A 2-time all-conference selection, Stewart's sheer mass stands out immediately when turning on the film. He's a nasty run blocker who shows a desire to finish opponents in the dirt every play. He also shows athleticism in zone run schemes to wash defenders down the line with ease and to climb levels while maintaining proper leverage. In pass protection, he shows a solid punch with the agility and foot quickness to force speed rushers to run the hoop. If he is not a draft pick, I expect Stewart to be a coveted free agent who will contend for a final roster spot. At number 4, we have another offensive line prospect in Anim Dankwah, an offensive tackle from Howard University. I talked about Dankwah in my NFL Combine video as one of the most interesting prospects this year in the NFL Combine. One of the biggest human beings you will ever see, Dankwah measured in well over 6 feet and 7 inches tall, 353 pounds, with a staggering 85.5-inch wingspan at the NFL Combine. A 3-time All-MEAC selection, Dankwah's most impressive feature is his athleticism, which is very impressive for a player of his size. He shows immense strength in his punch to uproot defenders in zone scheme and wash them out of the play. He can overpower defenders both in the run game and pass game and will shut down bull rushers with a sturdy anchor. While Dankwah needs development with his overall technique, his upside will make teams eager to draft him. Our 3rd highest graded HBCU prospect is Mikey Victor, a cornerback out of Alabama State. Victor is another player who stands out on film for his tremendous size and notable arm length. He's quick to diagnose route concepts in zone coverage and adjusts his drop accordingly. He also shows physicality to jam receivers in press coverage and in underneath zone. In man coverage, he uses his massive frame to squeeze receivers to the sideline on vertical routes and utilizes exceptional ball skills to break up passes often. He also utilizes proper form to secure tackles. For a player of his size, with his ball skills and physicality, he will be a fascinating prospect for an NFL team to work with. At number 2, we have Sundiata Anderson, an edge prospect from Grambling State University. You've probably noticed a trend that each of these prospects possesses great size, and Anderson is no exception to this with a tall, slender frame. The 3-time All-Southwestern Athletic Conference selection, or SWAC for short, explodes off the line of scrimmage with great burst, especially on passing downs, and creates havoc in the trenches immediately. He shows a successful pass rush plan and can win with both speed and power. Shows good bend off the edge to corner effectively and finish with a sack. He also crosses face into the inside gap with notable suddenness and uses a violent hand swipe or rip move to show up in the backfield. He's going to need some refinement in his pass rush moves, but teams in need of a pass rush specialist off the edge will be interested in his skill set. Last but certainly not least, Ourlads' top-graded HBCU prospect this year is none other than Willie Drew, a cornerback prospect from Virginia State. He is the one exception to this list, as his size and length do not particularly stand out, but his talent on the field is undeniable. Drew was the CIAA Defensive Player of the Year in 2023, and he was the only Division II prospect invited to the NFL Combine. His ball production is jaw-dropping, as he amassed 11 interceptions and 23 pass breakups over the past 2 seasons. Drew shows good press coverage skills with a solid jam and matches receivers step for step off the line of scrimmage. He uses good eye discipline and man coverage technique to blanket receivers across the field. In zone coverage, he uses impressive movement skills with rapid change of direction ability to transition quickly and break downhill on routes underneath of him. He also shows solid short area burst to leverage his zone with authority. You can expect Drew to be the first HBCU product off the board in this year's draft. These were just snippets of each report for our draft guide. If you're interested in getting your hands on the 2024 Ourlads Guide to the NFL Draft, click the link down in the description to get your hands on a hard copy or a digital copy that you can watch on your device. Also, if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel and consider checking out our website for the most up-to-date depth charts on all 32 NFL teams. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.